Let's see if we can get 10 followers in 10 minutes on TikTok. If we do, we'll get into a massive pack opening for you guys. And then we're going to play some Madden as well. So let's see if we get into the packs now or later. We got a few things to talk about in the world of sports. Jed York is a headliner. You may not want to be headlined. We got 20 packs, and hopefully we come up with a better team at the end of these packs here. So let's see how this goes. And I was thinking to do one section of solos or one section of challenges. Usually still call them solos. Not really sure what I should do next. Maybe team builders, Vortex of Vaughn. I'm behind on a lot of it, so we'll knock some of this out here in a little bit today, and then maybe within the coming week start playing some online head-to-head Madden and start trying to rack up some Super Bowls. But for now, we're focused on packs, and here we go. Just got live. Been live for less than a minute, Boski. Cyprix, welcome in. Mason, welcome in. Boski, of course, great to see you. Boski, I assume you're a bit of a country music fan. I don't know if you saw the news. Dolly Parton passed away. They announced it about 15-20 minutes ago. One of the better female country music artists of my lifetime, and I grew up listening to a lot of older country music with my dad having a country western band. So it was really sad to see the news about her. Preston Bailey, welcome in. Kalma Ford, how's it going, Kalma? So here's what I was thinking. For those of you in TikTok, there's a timer, right? 10 followers against 10 minutes. If we get 10 followers, we will do a big pack opening. So we're taking some of our pack baiting methods that we use on MLB over to football. Preston's in for the win. Thanks, Preston. Let me get the lights on. I thought the lights are on, but nobody's home. Preston to take another country music line for you. But yeah, let me get the lights flashing for you, Preston. My mistake on not having them live there. All right, flashing lights. Preston, who is your NFL team? So I got 20 packs. If we hit 10, we're going to open all 20, and then we'll go play the game. If we don't hit it, we're going to go play the game without opening our packs. So help me out, guys. I want some better players for my lineup. I still have my 4,600 Madden points too. Haven't spent them yet. You had to follow 4 different times. What? Does it keep on following you, or do you just follow when we're having a follower chase? You're a Cowboy fan. I'm a Seahawks fan. Cowboys got the best of us in that first preseason game. How are you feeling about the upcoming season, Preston? Nick, thanks for the DJ spin. All right, question of the day. We already got some answers in our purple chat. We're multi-streaming today. Which quarterback gets too much hate? So we had an answer for Aaron Rodgers getting too much hate. So which quarterback gets too much hate? I feel like Dak Prescott gets a lot of hate. Some of it's warranted when he plays bad, but I think some people just love to hate on Dak just to hate on the guy. I feel like he's a real solid quarterback. I know there was a little bit of off the field stuff around him last year, but for the most part, he's been a guy that does a lot to help advocate for mental health awareness and things. So I don't get the hate on Dak Prescott as much as he does get hate throughout the NFL world. So anybody just browsing, we're going to switch back into Madden as the main game as the fall progresses. This is one of the first Madden streams. We're trying to take our MLB method to Madden. So we want to get 10 followers before the timer expires. So 10 followers in 10 minutes. Try to get this algorithm moving. Likes and shares are super appreciated. If we hit the goal, we're going to open all the packs. Otherwise, we'll just go play without opening the packs, which won't be as fun. What's up, Brandon? How's your day going? But big thanks to Nick for the DJ spin. Now, those of you that are deep into Ultimate Team, what should I do with all my points? Should I save my points? Or is there a bundle worth buying right now? Let me get into the marketplace here because I don't really know. Brandon, I'm a Seahawks fan. How about yourself? So I was thinking sometimes they have like those starter bundles, but I don't know if I really want that. Considering I'm not really diving in, I was thinking maybe after like week 1 to spend the 4,600 points that I have. EA was kind enough. Big thanks to EA for the code. They gave me a deluxe code for the game, so I have all the pre-order bonus things. That's the one coin pack. We'll save the other packs as needed. Steeler fan for Brandon. The starter bundle squads are stupid this year. Stupid good or stupid bad? I'm assuming stupid bad. So I think I'll probably lay off then Preston and just save it. Here's a legend player for a coin. And my lineup's bad enough. This guy, he's decent. May go right into a starting lineup. All right, it is. Yeah, it's an upgrade. My right tackle is inferior. It looks like it's going to put him at right tackle despite being a center. Probably save the Madden point, says Nick. Are you guys diving into 2K? It's 2K is tomorrow, right? When it releases, I think for the normal folks like ourselves. I don't think I'm going to jump on 2K, but I'd love to hear if it's going to be a decent game. All right, so my overall is only 75 for the team, so definitely some work to be done, even though we haven't made it to week 1. So just kind of scrolling through. But let's see if we can. Is the kickoff fantasy worth it, guys? I do have enough coins for it. What do you guys think about the kickoff fantasy? If you do buy something, buy the platinum packs. They also have some good packs where you can get an 85. Yes, exactly, Mr. Murdercap. Rest in peace to Dolly Parton. Tremendous artist and really nice lady. She did a lot for children's literacy, and yeah, it's a shame she's gone at 80. You know, one of those people that was so nice. You hope that she had another 20 years to go and keep doing her thing. But it seemed like she had been in bad health. What I had read about her recently, and then the statement from her nephew that I saw seemed like they were very prepared for her passing, unfortunately. Mr. Murdercap, thank you for the watch streak. And Matthew, yep, I agree. Very sad to see that Mrs. Parton passed away. So we're trying the MLB method on Madden. We may have to get more dialed into it. But if we get 10 followers in 10 minutes, the timer's going down. We will do a big pack opening for you. Otherwise, I'll play the solos and keep the packs. I don't know if these are the best packs, but I've been grinding them out. They'll definitely go into my lineup. Hey, what's up, Nats fan? 70 stream watch streak for Nats. Nats, that is a long streak you got going. Those of you that did enjoy Dolly Parton, what was your favorite song of hers? Mine is Islands in the Stream, the duet with Kenny Rogers. No longer want to work 9 to 5 for Matt. That's just Dolly Parton reference. Yeah, she had a lot of her top songs that got covered too. Whitney Houston, Beyonce. I know she made a lot of royalties as a songwriter. Nats fans doing well. All right, should we play a solo while we wait to see if we get our pack goal brought in? I don't know what we should do. Let me show you guys my lineup. My lineup is rough. I've been playing the show mostly, guys, so I'm still very much in a starter squad. Lincoln Pierre is my best running back at 86 overall. Eventually, we'll build out a Seattle theme team of some sort, but right now, best available is more than welcome. My best card is this Cam Chancellor card. I don't like the way the tokens work currently. Maybe I'm doing them wrong. But I feel like you have to get the token, and you have to convert it to points, and you have to apply the points. It feels like it's more steps than it was last year. I don't know if that's to give us more customization or what the thought process is behind all that. You're 80 overall, just doing the challenges. I might get close to you today, Nick, if we get into these packs. All right, we'll see if we can hit the 10 followers. If time runs out, we'll put time for me to do a section of solos, and we'll see if the stream gets to moving. Sorry for the late start. Had a few things to do in the morning, and I've been saying that we need to get some Madden streams in, so start to mix in a little more Madden with MLB. What challenges are best, guys? Team Builders, Vortex of Vaughn, Tempest and Turmoil, Epic Challenges, Collector Series, Legends. I finished up Training Camp, finished up Best of Preseason. Oh, you've been doing some of the solo games. That's a good idea too. I usually won't play the solo games unless I have to do them. I tend to find those to be just a little mind numbing for me. I like it when it's just like, all right, throw for 50 yards and get a touchdown on 3 plays for the bonus star type stuff. But yeah, it's easy to get all these caught up, and then you don't have anything to do besides solos if you don't want to play online head to head. All right, we need everybody like it and share. In 2-minute warning on TikTok. 2 minutes to see if we can get into our pack opening. TikTok may not be as motivated for Madden packs as they are MLB The Show packs. Yes, exactly, Johnny. Very sad to see that she passed away. I have a feeling she's been ill for a while. Last thing I had seen about her in the news a few weeks back was concerning, and sadly she passed as a 80-year-old lady. But yeah, I wouldn't say I was a huge fan of her music, but I definitely liked her music. She's a little bit before kind of my time listening a lot. I think most of her hits were in the 70s and early 80s, and I was born 1980. But wonderful work in children's literacy, very charitable lady, and we could use more folks like her and people to aspire to be like her. Well, we have under a minute TikTok. If you guys follow on the purple stream or Instagram, we'll add a minute to the timer. I don't know that we're going to bring in this pack opening. We got to get 10 followers. Time goes up when you guys follow. This works for MLB The Show. It may not be the meta for Madden, but we'll figure it out. Just trying to jumpstart our Madden streams a little bit. All right, 20 seconds, and then we'll take it over to some solos if the timer expires. I was hoping to open all these before getting into our challenges, but the only one that came through was Preston. Preseason standout packs have been good in Nick's experience. All right, so I have a few of these preseason ones. 2 standout players here. Actually, there's another one off to the side. So we got a few of those. We'll definitely get into them eventually. But let me jump in to the challenges since we did not hit our follower goal. I think we'll take off the timer and everything for right now, and we'll put it back up later and see if we can drive the For Your Page engagement from TikTok. But TikTok's used to me being on the show currently, so I don't know what challenges I should be doing, which ones are the most rewarding. But I'll start with the season 1 epics. Actually, I feel like those were kind of tough. I'll do the collector series. Let's go through the collector series and bang these out, and then we'll see about knocking out some more packs. So we're happy to talk sports, baseball, football, NBA, you guys name it. We're looking to score a rushing touchdown on the drive, and I need a better running back. We get to play in the rain too. It's got us on the 49ers. How about the 49ers managing lead owner Jed York getting picked up in East Palestine, Ohio at the trailer park? He was up to no good. Brings up second and 7. His oldest son's about 14. The younger one's younger. Seems like the Yorks keep their kids out of the media spotlight, which is good. But Jason Adams from the classmates, even with their rubbing shoulders with fellow millionaire offspring. All right, we're in for the touchdown. Don't forget apparently he contacted an undercover officer 3 times to arrange the meetup. So yeah, bad look for York, and I guess the NFL is going to investigate. I would think they may want to reprimand him to some degree, although they didn't get Jerry Jones too much when Jerry's had some of his escapades, or Robert Kraft. We need to score a passing touchdown on this drive, and there's a bonus if we get it in under 5 plays. Soon we'll be back to playing Madden seasons and going for Super Bowl runs and playoff runs and all that stuff, but I haven't played a whole lot in the last few months, so definitely rusty. All right, Mr. Murdercap, I updated your command too, so I should have the more recent links in there. All right, we got Aaron Rodgers back here. He's got another year in him, apparently. Are there any Steelers games browsing right now? How do you feel about Rodgers?
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
The time with the Jets didn't work out for him. He did injury.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
I think I have to get
Rodgers pass.
Oh man, I haven't had any settings, anything. The only thing I've done so far is turn off the catching meter in the game. So I'm on default, buddy. I think that's pretty much what I How about for yourself? Is there something that I should do or no? Oh, Solo, yeah. You know what, Solo? We were in the pack menu for 10 minutes, so I don't think I had anybody else notice that. Halfback slip screens, we're good on these challenges, says Nick. Yeah, forgot all about it because we were doing wiffle ball last night. Hey, what's up, Jose? How are you, buddy? Ugly game against the Twins yesterday, if you got to watch. Although they rallied late and made it a little bit interesting, but too big of a hole and too much bad pitching again. Jose, thank you very much for sending Heart Me in the TikTok chat. Let's see. So Scarlet is torn between placement and placement accuracy. Most of the pros use placement accuracy. I got this guy running past me. I'll probably have to restart this one. But you feel like it makes more errant passes with it, or you're making more errant passes with it. Yeah, I haven't even dove into anything besides the default sliders. Besides that catch meter thing. Do you have the catch meter on Scarlet or Nick or any of you guys? Seemed like everybody I've talked to has turned it off, but I imagine some of the sweaty players probably like having that catch meter to pull off more catches. Just something else to focus on, and if I'm trying to chat with everyone, I think the simpler the game can be, the easier it is for me. You do have it on. Have you gotten used to it? Do you think you're getting more catches with it, Nick, or do you think you're still trying to possibly get good with it? Like on MLB, when Pinpoint came into the game, it took me a while to get used to Pinpoint, and I was back and forth on it, and then finally got a decent mastery of it. But that catch meter, I wasn't really sure what the heck was going on half the time. Let's see. Scarlet has it on, yes, and you enlarge the on-field icons turned on. Much easier to see. Oh, that's a smart idea. Maybe that's something I should do. Ethan, welcome aboard. Thanks for following, Ethan. Ethan, who do you support as an NFL fan? There still is not a Madden 27 game category within TikTok. So I put myself in Madden 26. Hopefully they get that updated, for the games, because this game's been out a bit now. Let's see. Yes, Daddy, love the Patriots, says Ethan. Daddy Drake May. Let's see. Don't allow more than 15. Don't allow more than 10. We like to just go get a sack. So are the Patriots going to win on week 1? Are they going to get their revenge on Seattle? You'd recommend turning timing-based catching on. It's not that hard, and Scarlet Pirate is in no way a sweat. Week 1, we're going to put BTA. I'm going to enjoy the Seahawks lifting up their banner to the rafters no matter what. Hopefully, Seattle's able to get back-to-back wins against your boys, but we'll see. Seattle's racking up some injuries here in the preseason. Are the Patriots pretty healthy so far, Ethan? I haven't paid attention to what's going on in your guys' camp. You guys got 6 of them. You didn't get one in February, though. February was ours, buddy. And maybe this year will be yours. Let's see. Pretty sad. Traded... Did you guys trade him? I didn't realize that you made the trade. Let's see. You can also change the yards to... Change that setting at 25 yards or more, something like that, to solo. Solo, you play video games? I thought you were just here for the banter. Not just playing solo. That's good. That's good to know. Yeah, maybe want it on deeper. Imagine if they would have. It's okay though. Everything is gone now. All the pain is gone. It took about 12 years. I feel bad for the Seahawks fans that passed away waiting for revenge. Don't allow a touchdown this drive. Don't allow more than 5 on the drive. Through the PlayStation, out of the top floor of the Empire State Building 3 years ago, did solo. So that's nuts. Hope nobody was walking around down on the street. Turned it on at 10 yards. Short, quick passes are too hard to time to catch. That was what was driving me nuts, Scarlet. Yeah, like I felt like I was still pressing the throw button, and then the meter was there, and I wasn't making the transition quickly enough. So maybe I'll try it at 10 or beyond, or 25 or beyond for that catch meter thing. I'm definitely open to advice here, considering I haven't been playing the game much. Maybe I should get back on Madden 26 and just hand the ball off to Kenneth Walker. His Super Bowl MVP card was pretty glitchy for a while. What felt best, watching your team win World Series, Super Bowl, or NBA Finals? You know, it's tough on the World Series, Jose, because I was 9. Like I was ecstatic, but I think I expected the A's to win it every time, and I probably felt like the Dodgers were undeserving in '88. And then in '90 they go back and they get swept by the Reds, and you just think they're going to go back every year. '91 they had a decent team, but I think they had some injuries and different things that cropped up. In '92 I fully expected them as a 12-year-old. I was 12 for them to run through the Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays derailed us, and that was it for kind of the Bash Brother era. Although Canseco had already been traded in that '92 season, so I think I didn't really appreciate it when I was that age. But that one was pretty special that I got to, have the shared experience with my dad. Um, I'd say the Seahawks Super Bowl was really cool. I think the single elimination format, and the anticipation of all that is there's a lot of anticipation each game. When it's the NFL playoffs and trying to make your way through. A franchise does, and the fan base doesn't really have much impact unless they're in the stands getting loud, and who knows how much impact that really has on the players. But there's a lot of stress and buildup, right, for football. So I'd say there was a lot of elation, probably seeing that first championship with the Warriors in 2015. The Warriors have been such a terrible franchise. I didn't think I would ever see the Warriors win a championship in my lifetime, despite them having some in the franchise history. So that was it was quite rewarding too to see them beat LeBron and the Cavaliers team. I know a lot of people like to blame all the injuries for the Cavaliers not winning that first matchup, but the Warriors were just good the whole season. I kept waiting for the wheels to fall off at some point, and sure enough, they went through and took down the title and started a dynasty. So that was cool in its own way. But I think with it being best of 7, it doesn't feel quite as stressful or maybe quite as exciting um, as you anticipate the game and live through the game as a fan. Jose, I had the question for anybody that missed it. Was what felt best watching your team win World Series, Super Bowl, and NBA Finals? I've been fortunate enough to see the three franchises I follow closest um, all be victorious throughout my lifetime. Haven't seen a Sharks Stanley Cup, but I know it won't be quite as significant to me because I'm not as much of a NHL fan. If one does happen in my lifetime, they were playing simultaneously with the Warriors in 2016 against the Penguins, and I did watch the games, but that was all Pittsburgh. Let's see. Scarlett says the Knicks just completed your Pro Team Championship Grand Slam. He had to wait 40 years for that one. With the Knicks having not been perennial contenders for some time, did you think you were ever going to see one, Scarlett? Because I know with the Warriors, I kind of had them written off in my mind. I loved them when I was small, and they had Mullen, Hardaway, Richmond, the Run TMC teams, and then they had Spreewell and Weber, and they were fun. And then they just went into dark ages for like 20 years of not making the playoffs, and ownership changed, but I didn't have much faith in the new owners when they came in, playing pretty roughly here on this Bills defensive challenge. So we'll run it back. With Seattle too, they got there when I was 25, and they lost to the Steelers and was one of the worst officiated games of all time. So I think a lot of Seahawks fans, we felt like we got robbed. So then when we did go through and had the dominant win against the Broncos, uh, it kind of felt like it was a long time coming. I think for Seattle fans, um, and then obviously the next year we almost go back to back, so there was some bitterness and kind of a relief of seeing them get to beat New England and match up with New England, and also get to beat the division rivals. So I don't know that I answered it really well, Josh, but I'd say probably the Super Bowl is maybe the most satisfying. I think because anything can go wrong on any given Sunday, where when you're in a best of 7, and baseball playoffs used to be best of 7 for the LCS and the World Series, and those were the only 2 rounds that they played back then. Um, you know, you, you got plenty of games to get things right if something does go wrong. Let's see. Never says Scarlet Pilot. James Dolan was cursed and inept, took new leadership, and him finally listening to other people like Leon Rose. But you thought they never win it. Yeah, I was definitely that way as a fan of of the Warriors. I think in particular, the Seahawks were really bad too for a lot of my lifetime, especially some of those '90s Seahawks teams. When Paul Allen bought the franchise, he brought in Dennis Erickson, and he brings in Mike Holmgren. Holmgren got him turned around and being a playoff caliber team for the majority of his stay. Holmgren wanted dual roles, though. He was the GM and the head coach for a bit, and that was a little bit too much. I think that was part of why they didn't go as far as they could have. And then Pete came in and really turned them into contenders there, at least at the outset of the first 5-6 years of Carroll's run. Pete's first 2 years they were 9-7. There were a lot of people that didn't believe in Carroll, but eventually he got it there. Love that you got to experience World Series with your dad. Sure, it's a top memory. Yeah, it was just like, yeah, these guys are great. They're going to do it again. Uh, I think the mind of a child, right? You think your team's the best, and everybody else is going to lose to them every time. I remember hating the Dodgers when I was 8 years old and watching that World Series, and couldn't stand Oral Hershiser. He was on a phenomenal run. I think he threw 55 straight scoreless innings or something like that. And Kurt Gibson hit the home run off Eckersley and all the different things that happened in that World Series. A's were pretty big favorites against the Dodgers and the Reds, but they only got one of the three. A's easily could have been kind of the Buffalo Bills of the baseball era if they didn't get any of them. Let's see. Your dream is they make so much money when they move to Vegas, they become good. You miss them. I hope they don't move to Vegas. I hope the stadium collapses on John Fisher and he loses billions of dollars. I hate that they've uprooted the franchise. When they get to Vegas, if they do win a title, it's definitely going to be bittersweet for me if I live to see them win another championship. It's not in California. I'm very anti-Vegas. Not against Vegas fans or Nevada fans. It's not their fault. I just don't like the way Major League Baseball and particularly the A's owner have ruined things. So I don't really want to see him have success at the helm. Maybe somebody else can come in and take over the franchise. Your lifelong buddies with Jack Cust. I remember Jack Cust, absolute master of home runs. Had some defensive adventures out there, and yeah, Cust was a lot of fun to watch. I wonder what Cust thinks about the A's franchise and if he has fond memories of being there, because he was there a couple years after Fisher had taken over ownership from Schott and Hoffman. Hey, I'm not advocating for anything bad to happen. I just hope he's in there by himself and, he can live inside the rubble for the remainder of his life. Very cozy, nice little nook. They can get him a long straw to type in some water and stuff for him solo. What's up, Commanders fan? How's your day going? All right, return to challenges. I guess I may as well open these packs. We tried doing the pack meta. Didn't quite work out the same way. Cuts was fun to watch. Through some horrible seasons, says No Way Jose. We're playing some, yeah. Let me do the pack opening for you guys. Didn't seem like the packs were quite as enticing as what we've been doing on MLB, but we got to get our eyes in front of some football viewers too. I'll probably go back and do the rest of the collector series. And I'm not sure how long we'll go today, but I want to give you guys some entertainment. Let's open these up and upgrade my lineup some. Help me out with these packs. Jack loved the A's. He thrived there. They let him be himself in the box. Diamondbacks wanted him to swing for the fences every swing, says Scarlet Pirate. This is an upgrade at cornerback, so we'll open that one. Madden packs have some crazy animations. I'm looking forward to seeing what they came up with this year. All right, we got Duggar coming in. He looks like an upgrade at strong safety. Do I play Madden franchise? I don't really, Racked. No, can't say that I do. We tried to do connected franchise through my community once. And it's tough to get everybody to play the games at the right time and all that stuff. Yeah, I did. Very sad to see about Dolly Parton passing away. Seemed like she was just a wonderful human being. Did a lot for children's literacy. Great musician. I feel like I missed her prime. I definitely saw her a lot because I grew up watching a lot of Hee Haw, Austin City Limits, and similar programming. So I did see her. I was aware of her, and would listen to the music at home. But I think her top songs and stuff were probably through the 70s and early 80s, and being born in 80, like I don't really remember hearing her on the radio too much as far as like when she was having chart topping hits. Of course, great songwriter as well. But yeah, Dolly Parton passed away today solo, 80 years old. have to send me the team on Insta. Hey, send them on Insta or jump in the Discord server, commanders, if you're not in there, and you can send it to the whole community, and we can all help you out or offer feedback. I can't help out because I don't know what I'm doing. We got Cam in the house. What's up, Cam? Yeah, Dak gets too much hate, right? That's the question of the day. Here's the question of the day. I thought Skyballer was a quarterback that got too much hate. Which quarterback gets too much hate? That's the question of the day. No way. Skyballer just resubscribed. Thanks, Skyballer. Skyballer has been a subscriber for 8 months. Could have been somebody else. Shout out to Zach. Shout out to Skyballer. Skyballer, have you been getting to stream much? I know you DM me, but I have not been around when I've got the messages. I usually see him like the next day or two. Tony Romo maybe as a quarterback, but Tony should have hired a designated driver. Tony deserves to smoke this offseason, in my estimation. You sound like a Cowboys fan, Skyballer. Skyballer, I bought my first Broncos jersey. I'll wear it here on stream one of these days. 2 or 3 days a week. Very nice. Overhated. Cam's going to go with Lamar. Getting ready to leave for the gym. How's my day? Day's been good. So far, so good. I'm going to put Frederick as the starter over Burke because it's his actual position. We're opening up some packs. I saved the packs for you guys from when I've been doing solos. I have yet to jump into online head-to-head. Won't do it today, but we will soon. I'm going to leave it a mystery. I'll keep you tuning in. Should we go boomer bust? I usually go boomer bust on these things, but I'll wait a second. Boomer bust, loading up or scouting fantasy. He has a tie to my favorite team. Imagine if Romo went on a wild chase. Romo and Mark Sanchez, man, those guys are speed running, taking millions of dollars out of their pocket for no reason. Usually go middle ones as commanders. Always boomer bust as Skyballer. All right. Boomer bust. Here we go. Everybody on TikTok, help me out. We could use some follows, shares, and likes. Looks like an upgrade for my measly lineup, but I don't think that's a boom by any means. Let's go to our next pack. We got the training camp warm-up here. It's always a bust. The solo. You guys know who I'm going to take because I'm a homer. Although there's probably a meta, and it's probably not Seattle. It's probably the Rams or something. Joined yesterday. You were Brad's as Commanders fan. Anybody watching Hard Knocks? I haven't watched any of the Hard Knocks stuff yet. I'll probably binge watch it as a pirate somewhere. Hey, we are out ripping. You came at the right time for a rip, buddy. All right, so picks remaining this round. I don't know why Patrick O'Connell's so expensive. I think I better grab him and sell him. Let's grab O'Connell at the mic. You're okay. You're in the Discord server. Seahawks are on Hard Knocks. Seahawks, I think it's like week 4 or something. I saw a clip on the Seahawks Reddit. I didn't listen to it, but it was one of the rookies had to get up and sing for a talent show or something. I've never watched Hard Knocks, so this will be my first time actually checking it out. If I do dive into it. Drew Lock looked excellent the other night. Yeah, Drew looked good. I gotta tell you though, Milroe looks like a bust for a 3rd rounder. That guy is slow to process the game, and I think if something happens to Sam Darnold, sure, Drew Lock's fine for a game or two, but they would need to probably call Teddy Bridgewater, Russell Wilson, or somebody and see if they could get a veteran in there because you don't want to play Milroe in any significant minutes. He looked really bad. He looked really bad against, like 3rd string guys. I've been telling everybody he's a bust. He wasn't even average at Alabama, says Skyballer. I wonder if they can convert him to being a special teamer or something like that, like Terrell Pryor did. Oh, finally we get an upgrade at running back. That's going to help. Rodriguez will take me up to an 80. I have not been playing the game much, guys, so my lineup is pretty close to a day 1 type lineup. I got a spotlight token. I thought that was something else. I would have opened the token so you guys wouldn't have to watch those. What do we have here? Oh, that's not bad. It's definitely an upgrade for me. Bronco. Justin coming through. Here's an 82 plus. Best running back is 79, Jeremiah Love for Commanders fan. And it's going to be Ashawn Robinson at defensive tackle. Got to get back to work. Are you back to work, dude? Are you back to working where you were working, or did you get a new job, Skyballer? Filling up the power washer. Yeah, I definitely can use some help with setting up the Mutt squad. So there's a duplicate. That's kind of annoying. I need these guys to go right into the lineup. Yeah, I don't have a command for him. I told him he needs to make a command, and I don't think he's that dialed into Nightbot yet. So we're gonna give him the tough love, Chad, and we're gonna have to do the crash course on how to set up Nightbot commands one of these days. But Skyballer does stream, and he streams Madden. He's a former Division One quarterback, so he has a lot of football knowledge to share with his audience. Send us a couple messages for Ultimate Team after work. I need the easy grind method. I'm still kind of in MLB The Show mode, but I want to be caught up by the time like real season starts. We got Teron Johnson, definitely putting him in the lineup since he's a Raider for No Way Jose. And here's our last pack. We'll grind out some more packs momentarily. You've heard of OF. This is OP. Only packs. Danny Pittner is going to be our new center, I believe. Well, if it lets me. For some reason, it didn't give me the L2 option to equip. But yeah, let me just go over and do the generate best lineup thing for now. So, Tad, what's going on in Lithuania today, buddy? Tad, how familiar are Lithuanians with country music artist Dolly Parton? She passed away today. Have you ever heard of her, Tad? Because sometimes you ask me about music that I don't know about. Maybe one a little bit before Tad's time. Very charitable lady. She did a tremendous amount for children's literacy. She has some type of book club. I forgot the name of it, but children can sign up and get free books. And I think like 35 of the 50 states. Yeah, she's really, really a great person. Sad to see that she passed away. Donovan, thanks very much for the heart me. How did I get 81 Caleb? I'm getting while the getting was good. I think he was in my pre-order stuff though, Commanders fan. He's nice. He's got a little wiggle and waggle back there, for sure, and buys me some time behind the bad offensive line. Not heard about her. People occasionally listen to that type of stuff. Yeah, she's pretty iconic, I think, through the 70s especially. What overall is my team? 78, Donovan. Donovan, we're just starting. We've mostly been streaming MLB The Show, so we're well behind. But today's a Madden, should have been a Madden Monday, but turned it into a Madden Tuesday instead. I picked up Jose. I picked up Leo DeVries and Jesus Mate for my main squad, and of course DeVries will fit into my A squad. So we'll probably play the show tomorrow morning. Dad listened to ZZ Top. A bunch of those guys just passed away too. I think there's only one remaining original member of ZZ Top, and I believe one of their key guys passed away this past weekend. If it wasn't this past weekend, it was last week, Tad, for ZZ Top. We are multi-streaming for anybody that's just coming in too, so we're chatting with folks across all the platforms. Yeah, so Days, how's it going, buddy? Days Based. Days, I got an NFL question for you. It's our question of the day. Which quarterback gets too much hate? Which QB gets too much hate? That's our question of the day today. Jalen Hurts. Yeah, Hurts gets a lot of hate for a guy that all he seems to do is win. He may win in some unconventional ways with his legs and all that, but Eagles have been good under Hurts, and he's got a ring. I think I need to get the passing yards, but let me just scramble out here. Yeah, so I can agree with Jalen Hurts. Joe Burrow. Who's hating on Joe Burrow? Mahomes gets a lot of hate because Mahomes is so good. And he did have a little bit of a down season. Derek Carr didn't get enough hate, says No Way Jose. Matt Hasselbeck didn't get enough hate. Definitely my most hated Seahawks quarterback. That wasn't just a one-off guy or something. You need to score a rushing touchdown, and there's a bonus if we get it in 4 plays. I have to tell you, Jose, I was streaming a lot of Madden back in 17, 18. I remember a car coming in from Fresno State, and kind of I'm kind of out there in that Fresno, between Fresno and Oakland area, which is a big area, but kind of out in that direction. So I was very aware of Carr, and local boy makes good, and he played so well. I don't remember if it was his rookie year, the second year. I think they went to the championship game, and I thought the Raiders were going to be perennial contenders under Carr. He looked like he was the guy. But, injuries happen, different things happen around the franchise, and of course, um, they didn't have a really like long sustained run. But I was definitely a believer there at the outset of his career that he was going to be the man for the silver and black. Am I a Titans fan? No, it's putting us in different uniforms for these challenges. I like the Seahawks grant. No quarterback born in Lithuania has played in the NFL. No quarterback yet. I know a tall young man that's pretty cerebral might be good at that position. Let's see if Nightbot can do something intelligent for a change. Titans are your team. Look rough at quarterback this year. Dude, I thought you guys looked good. I thought everybody was looking good all the way through the depth chart. And I feel like you guys can trade Will Levis because I think Hooker looks solid as a backup. I watched most of that Seattle Tennessee game the other day as a Seahawk fan. Let me restart because we didn't run in 4 plays. Ooh, all right. So not giving us any love on the Lithuanian-born NFL guys. Honestly, thought Carr was the guy too. His first couple of years looked promising. Yeah, I'll be no money spent. I was really fortunate, Donovan. Many years ago, I got into what's called the EA Creator Network as a content creator, and they're really generous with supplying the creator codes. So they gave me a code for the game, and the code's the deluxe code that comes with the pre-order points. So I do have some points, and it looks like I'll have a lineup that seemingly will appear as money spent whenever we go and use those points, but I'm not putting my own money into it, if that makes sense. So yeah, we got a little bit of a head start, but I haven't used my points yet. But yeah, I'll grind it out without paying to make my team better. Let's see, Arenas Bruno Valles. He lived until July 5th of 2024. Was a Lithuanian American professional linebacker. Played 3 seasons with the Eagles. Don't allow a touchdown this drive. If we don't allow 5 yards, we get the bonus point. Can't play no money spent. Don't have time for it. I tell people all the time, Donovan, as a streamer, and Donovan, thanks for the heart me. I think I missed it for a second. I apologize. You're going to pay one way or the other. You're either going to pay with your time or you're going to pay with your money if you want to have a good team and be competitive on these games. It doesn't matter if it's Madden. It doesn't matter if it's MLB or 2K is my team. One way or the other, you're paying, right? Myself, I either want to enjoy it and grind it out, and if I don't want to grind it out, I feel like it's not worth it for me. But that doesn't go for all of you guys. Some of you guys are working 40, 50 hours a week. Some of you have generational wealth and you're just home playing video games and spending mom and dad's money. But whatever the case is, it's not my money, it's your money. And if you want to put the money into the game, more power to you. I don't begrudge the money spent players. You do get some of the no money spent guys, and that's like their whole persona is like no money spent. I have to, I have to beat the game. I have to outsmart everybody, and I don't have to spend anything on it. That's fine, but I don't have to be like no money spent as my team name and stuff. But that's just me. We got is it Illa? Is that how it's pronounced? Hopefully I'm looking at the name right. I can't tell if it's 2 L's at the start or uppercase I's. All right, we went through the signature series. I missed 1 star. And are there any of the challenges that are more arcade style than sim style? Because my team's still really rough here at the outset. Let me go through the legend ones here. Oh, I went through these already. All right, Legends, the second lineup. I have not started these. Let me bang these out. We will get into playing Madden seasons here pretty regularly on my streams for anybody that's new. But I need to get the rust off. I need to get the team grinded out a little bit. Okay, so there are some that are more arcade style. Yeah, you get into some of those sims when you have a lot of starter cards, and it's like, man, this is rough. We need to score a touchdown this drive, get 45 in 5 plays, is what we're after. Yeah, through in anticipation, it worked out. Check after this challenge. Yeah, if you want to direct me to whatever challenges are easier, to just kind of bang them out, get some packs, and then progress through, I'm very receptive to it. Yeah, very sad about Dolly Parton, man. I saw that, and I thought at first it was one of the. I used Reddit way more than I should, and I thought it was one of the troll Reddit subs that I belong to, like the meme subs. And I'm like, why are people memeing on Dolly Parton passing away? And then I realized the link was actually from Vanity Fair, and it was legit, and that she had passed on. Watch the social post from her nephew, and it seemed like they must have been pretty locked into her passing, unfortunately, that they were aware that she was towards the end. And I know she had been in the news a couple weeks back for some health issues, but tremendous lady, and I hope everybody can take a moment to reflect on her life and try to be a bit more like her. She was very charitable, did a lot for children's literacy, which is something that is, I think, getting overlooked in today's society. I helped coach junior giants last couple months, and it wrapped up at the end of July. And I can tell you from interacting with a lot of these kids, we joke about brain rot, and I give some of the kids on TikTok a hard time, but some of the young kids have like no attention span. And what do they talk to me about? They talk to me about watching shorts and TikToks, and it's like I got a feeling we have a generation that is being raised by screens. And I think the screens can be great. It can be great for learning, it can be great for play, it can be great for interaction, for entertainment. But sitting down, reading a book, using your imagination, is something that maybe getting lost a bit, and that's definitely a big concern. And it was something that Dolly Parton really advocated for, was getting books in the hands of children, um, which it's super worthy cause, and it doesn't have to be super cost intensive, especially if it can be supplemented through our governments. But I think some of our governments around the world, and even some of our local governments here, they don't necessarily want you to be as smart as you can be. They want you to have to take whatever job is available to you, and maybe not understand the terms of service that you're signing up for, and not understand that you're getting screwed, not having health insurance or retirement plans and things like that. So yeah, sorry for going on a rant, but yeah, she lived a significant life, and we can have a little bit different conversation in light of her passing and reflecting on her. Little Kaz, welcome in. How are you, Little Kaz? Did Josh get in here? Yeah, Josh is always advocating for very good charity and seriousfun.org. I think I felt on this challenge too, guys. I was rambling too much. Did not hit the holes there. So we're playing this challenge. It's the Browns for a moment. Um, what do you guys think about the Browns going with Deshaun Watson? Seems like there's a lot of backlash against it. I think it was Overlowski who was saying Browns fans should protest and not go to the games. Yeah, thanks, Jose. I try not to get on the soapbox too much, because anytime you get into anything political or religious, it tends to really divide chat, and then you get people that blow out. And I feel like sports streams can just be a place for everybody to hang out, and it doesn't have to be too emotionally charged. But yeah, she lived a significant life, so uh, whether you enjoyed her music or her persona or not, yeah, she stood for some good things. And I wish we had more celebrities that were advocating and doing things like she's done with her platform. Hey, what's up, B Dub? Jalen Hurts gets way too much hate. Yeah, I think Jalen Hurts is one of the top guys for sure. Question of the day is, which quarterback gets too much hate? I'll tell you a quarterback I love to hate on, since my buddy B Dub's here. Sorry, B Dub. I'm happy that you're able to watch stream, but B Dub, you know who I can't stand? Brock Purdy. I was streaming Madden when Brock hit the scene, and obviously I stream a lot of sports stuff. And I had some Niner fans, bandwagons or whatever, coming in, and they were acting like he was the second coming of Joe Montana and Tom Brady rolled into one guy. It's like let's let this MFer win a championship first. So I'm definitely a Brock Purdy truther. Whenever he goes out and has like a 3 interception game, I'm um, I'm jumping on social media and being a troll. Got verified on Colts today. What is Colts, buddy? Let's see. So Brock Purdy gets too much hate, says B Dub, and he's a tremendously great value as Mr. Irrelevant, being a real solid NFL starter. But my God, some of the Niner fans that first 3 or 4 games that he started were just ridiculous. I'm gonna get out of the way. I want Bradford to score a touchdown on me. I forced the fumble, and I want to see the big man rumble in for the Seahawks. All right, we'll try to get this challenge beat this time through. Let's see. Get what you mean. People really can't have opinions anymore without arguing. Yeah, it's nuts, man. People can't. And of course, TikTok, like we see it just with the pack openings and stuff. People get all bent out of shape and feel like they should be coming in and insulting the streamer and stuff because I'm drawing it out. But we've lost the ability to have conversations with people that are on the other end of political spectrum, if they're on the other end religiously, or if they don't believe in religion. And that sucks because you're missing out on a lot of cool people and a lot of cool times we could be having together because everything is so supercharged. And I'll go on to one political thing and then I'll try to switch back to sports. But John Boehner was the Republican majority leader about 2 years into Barack Obama's term as president. So, Democrats swept in 2008, blue wave, right? And there's usually kind of like a pendulum, right? It goes left, it goes right, it goes blue and red. So the Republicans get the House, and Boehner said he could not go and talk to Obama without being blown up in conservative media for being weak. So he couldn't go and have a conversation with Obama with the media being aware of it because it was so politically divided and charged. He'd have to sneak into the White House through the back doors when it was like off hours, like early mornings, late evenings. Sometimes they would watch a movie in the presidential movie theater and try to find a way that two sides could come together and find a third way and get things done. And that sucks. Like our leaders should be able to go and collaborate with each other and have different ideas, and different ideas don't mean that somebody else is bad or wrong or a terrible person. Sometimes you just got to sit down and talk to somebody, and it's your neighbor, it's whoever. They think something different, that's okay. But yeah, we're kind of off sports slightly, Asher, because we are talking about Dolly Parton. And Dolly Parton was a person that did a lot for children's she advocated for children, did a lot for children's literacy. And I was just kind of going on about literacy, and I've got into political discussion. But yeah, everybody should be able to sit down and talk to each other, and you don't have to hate somebody because they think something different. I don't mean like everything should be entertained. If somebody's saying the world is flat, like, okay, we have the science to push back. Yeah, the world's round. Not everything deserves a platform either. But if somebody's being reasonable and they just think differently than you do, that's all right. Let's see. So Purdy is like slightly above average quarterback, says Mike. Mike, I saw Tad put in the mic command, and I didn't see you in chat, dude. So I'm sorry, Mike. Mike, great to see you. Let's see. Tad says, is where you sell the 3D models. They don't disclose how they get verified. It's something like shorts or TikToks. Very cool, Tad. Congratulations on getting verified. Let me get scrolled up too. I was rambling, guys. I didn't see anything there for a minute. Let's see. Preseason standouts are the best preseason challenges. Definitely the easiest. I'll be sure to knock those out. Am I getting GTA 6? Hopefully. I would like to get GTA 6. iPole's in the house. iPole's been craving a Madden stream. He used to be anti-Madden. Now he's all Madden all the way. All right. I think we got the challenge complete. Joker's here. What's up, Joker? Is this the Rams? What? We're playing challenges, buddy. The challenges they just put you on different teams constantly. I almost don't even pay attention to what's going on. I just like to yap, as you guys know. All right, we got to win the game, score a rushing touchdown in 6 plays, and rush for 20 plus in 4 plays. Overall is super loaded. It's like 78 or something I pull. So today's the day for a little Madden. I took the timer off. We tried to do the pack thing, but the Madden viewers weren't jumping in on it there. Yeah, Joker, I made a heel turn. I'm a Rams fan now. I started listening to Kelly Stafford's podcast, and I want to be like Kelly. No, come on, Joker. Now it's got me in the Seahawks uniforms, but I think it's just by chance. Got to grind the challenges. You didn't realize football is such a recent sport. You thought it went back into the 1900s. Um, Professional football probably does go back to the early 1900s, but the rules changed significantly. It used to be a lot more. Um, you played both sides of the football. You didn't sub out. It's probably a lot more similar to soccer or rugby when it first got going over here, Tad. There was a merger of two leagues. There was the NFL and the AFL. They merged. That formed the Super Bowl era. Was you would have the AFL champion play the NFL champion, and that's when it really got made for TV and started becoming America's sport more so than baseball, that has the long-standing nickname of being America's game. Truckin is in the house. How are you, Truckin? Little stud muffin. Oh, I must be looking good. Thanks, Truckin. Yeah, I'm way behind on these challenges, so we're just knocking out challenges, opening some packs, and yapping here for a bit today. Sorry for not being on earlier. Our Impala's doing some weird stuff with throwing out like little weird sensor messages. It'll say like the door's open when the door's not open. So we took that in to get dealt with. So I was running around a little bit to start out our Tuesday. Let me throw down here and then run it in. I don't think we have to rush for so many yards, do we? I like that you can hit left stick and see what you need to do. All right, it's rush for 20 plus in 4 plays. I'm going to try to scramble out here with Caleb. Let's see if Caleb wants to use the wills. That might be my most effective run play. Okay, so Caleb ripped off 19 of the 20. Now let's see if we can pass this thing and get the win and all the requirements out of the way. Joker, how are you feeling about the Seahawks preseason? I'm not loving that we lost Bud Clark or Jake Bobo here. Blake, welcome in. Blake, which quarterback gets too much hate? Truckin, which quarterback gets too much hate? That's the question of the day today. I think it's Dak Prescott. Although you guys have had some other good answers. I feel like a lot of people just really dislike Dak as a human being, and that he's kind of a lightning rod for stuff. Mind you of the first 8, running with the bells, ready to take it all the way and score. We're hoping to score. B-Dub had the best answer. Come on, it's not Brock Purdy. At least not out here on the West Coast, man. People were treating the guy like he was first ballot Hall of Famer for way too long. Sorry, B-Dub. I cannot buy into the Brock Purdy propaganda. I'm trying to flip this play. I flipped it once. I want to flip back the other way. There it goes. Oh, there we go. Got some good blocks. We'll get the touchdown in there. All right, DonyellFreak and Truckin walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve usernames here." They reply, "Relax. We're just here for punchlines and a little server-side refresh." The crowd goes viral. Boy, that was tough, Nightbot. Sammy D over Brock. They would have won the Super Bowl if they had started Sam Darnold. Mahomes wouldn't have got him in overtime because it wouldn't have went to overtime. But yeah, what does Kyle Shanahan know? I don't want to jump in a vehicle with Kyle. All right, preseason. What did you tell me to do? Preseason standouts? I've done most of the preseason standout stuff. I have 57 stars there. I have all the preseason ones. Should I do the season 1 guys? Epic challenges. Should I do season 1 or team builders? What's better out of what I haven't knocked out yet? Let's see. Sandarita, Brock, Carl, Hambone. All of you guys welcome in. Preseason standouts and the other preseason challenges. He knows now not to reach for his phone while driving. They're having a rough off season. Oh, speaking of the Niners, it's Nate Hobbs. Nate the Great. Maybe Nate's locked in. He'll help my defense here. All right, let's go. Today's a challenge and pack day. Let's go. Let's try the epic challenges now that my lineup isn't so bad. First one that I tried was kicking my butt. So epic is 3 stars. You need to score 2 touchdowns in the quarter. I don't like it when it's like 2 touchdowns. You gotta get the ball back. Are they all that way? I've done the legends. I've done collector series. Team builders are going to be more arcade style, I think. Let me go through the team builders, and that should be probably a decent amount of time here for us to hang out and chat, and then we can prepare for MLB tomorrow. Tomorrow on stream will debut Jesus Mate and Leo DeVries. We got Leo at third and Mate at short. Mate's a little better defender, so thought he would take over the shortstop spot. All right, so rush for 25, get 2 first downs, or get a first down 2 plays. All right, that's what we're hoping to do. We got the Bears uniforms on. The Indiana Bears? We'll see. All right, that was not what I had in mind. Got behind the line. Let me try it one more time, and if we need to, we'll restart. At least we got a decent running back in here. Thought that hole was going to open up. Not good blocking. All right, let's restart. So is there anything significant happening with 2K, with NHL, or with EAFC this year? As far as those games that are about to release? Hey, what's up, Windsor? The Hammond Hamsters? I could see a little hamster running on a wheel being the logo. Did you guys see those alternate uniforms that were getting revealed today? I don't know what they're called. Color Rush, City Connects, or some nonsense from Nike and NFL. I really hated the huge H on the Houston Texans one. I saw the Texans and the Vikings. They're adding Jed York cards. Yes, we need some Jed York. Yes. Give me the Niner jokes. Sorry, B-Dub. B-Dub, I'm really happy you're here and that you got to watch a little bit after school, but we need the Jed jokes. Windsor, thank you for sending the heart me. We're cruising around in East Palestine, Ohio, out at the trailer park. We're looking for trouble. Jed York was looking to get the sausage smoked. It's a real tight spot by a lady in a hotel room with the blinds wide open. Is that what he was doing? I didn't know there was any laws against smoking sausage in Ohio. $130 goes a long ways. He contacted the undercover officer 3 times. 3 times. He could have just stopped after getting left on red twice. He did it 3 times to roast his name through the mud. Don't allow a touchdown this drive. Okay, so it's a defensive one. Gargle. Here we go. Let's see. Looking for bacon grease and found handcuffs. Exactly. Just getting hated on for B-Dub. So, Tad, if you don't know, Jed York is the 49ers majority owner. He's a Nepo baby, and he's worth about $500 million. Recently filed for divorce in the spring and was arrested this past weekend in East Palestine, Ohio, at a trailer park, soliciting. I'll let you guess what he was soliciting for $130 or $160 or something. So he's living on the edge instead of just having something discreet sent to his hotel room, considering he's got all the money in the world. Yeah, he just wanted to go out to the trailer park. He was listening to some Kid Rock or something and felt inspired to check out the trailer park, I guess. Apparently East Palestine is pretty close to Youngstown, Ohio, which is allegedly his hometown. I'm catching up Tad, because Tad lives in Lithuania, so he may not have been aware of all those. Why pay full price when you can get a wholesale in Ohio? Exactly. I kind of feel like there's got to be some psychological stuff going on with him. I mean, obviously everything's psychological to some degree, but easily could have just sent a handler and $10,000 to bring back that sort of entertainment to a hotel room or something, and nobody would have been the wiser. Um, so I feel like there must be something going on in his brain that's causing him to feel like he wants to live on the edge. I did read up on the family. I didn't realize he had a brother pass away a few years back, and I didn't realize he had just recently gotten divorced. So maybe just everything's going through his mind. He's making bad decisions, but what a stupid thing to do. Scored a touchdown in 7 plays, passed for 20 yards in 3 plays. Yeah, like you're out in Vegas, tight spot, and I know the laws are more open there, right, about certain places. I don't understand not just single guy like he is now. Take your take your money and go have a good time at one of the establishments, instead of doing what he did, and now he's gonna not only be the butt of every joke. The NFL saying, yeah, we're looking into this. This is not something the NFL wants to project out to different parts of the world. So outside of Clark County, not allowed in Clark County. Is that how it works? I thought it was the entire state, but shows you what I know. Innocent Donnie over here, not doing anything wrong, but Jed York's doing something wrong. I don't know if I already failed the challenge or not, but we'll keep trying. Look, they throw a 49er uniform on me and I'm getting sacked. That is crazy. Yeah, threw into a little traffic there. 20 yards in 3 plays, so we'll take one more shot at it. Outside, not on the strip. So I feel like what I've heard about this strip over the years was you see a lot of crazy stuff, but it's just crazy stuff you're looking at. Not everything's allowed around there. You wonder if he brought NDAs to the trailer parks as Windsor. Yeah, he was out for a strip for sure. Out for a rip and a strip for Jed York. But yeah, his mug shot is making the NFL circles last few days. Boy, this challenge is kicking my butt. I don't know if it's the rain or if it's the defense from Jacksonville, but nobody's popping open. York, Robert Kraft need to open their own. I don't know if I can say that word on TikTok. It rhymes with Rothel. Let's see. To save money and get Diamond Club card access. Tight spot. Since you're in Nevada, do you remember which establishment gave the VIP pass to Jimmy Garoppolo when he became the Raiders quarterback? Because I know he was supposed to be able to just go and do whatever he wanted, however frequently it was, for a while. Hey, Tippis, what's up, buddy? Tippis says, why am I running the 49ers? Did I get caught in a police thing you don't know about? I'm just doing my challenges, Tippis. They're making me go through the different scenarios here. Bunny House Ranch is Windsor's informing me. Windsor knows. Windsor knows ball. Of course, Tight Spot knows he was the doorman, says Truckin. They're about to add one at Levi Stadium. So we got the substation. We got Brandon Ayuk going AWOL. We got Shanahan doing God knows what behind the wheel. And now we got Jed York. Seems like they're primed for a deep playoff run. Justine, Windsor on a roll. Yeah, Windsor's locked in. Windsor's bringing the A game today. I cannot catch the ball though. Boy, this Jaguar defense is clamps. I guess Travis Hunter's shutting me down. Let me take another stab at it here. What are we mad about, B-Dub? I'm sorry, bud. B-Dub, you're a Cardinals fan, so I understand if you're a Cardinals fan not liking the Rams because they used to be out that way with the franchise moving, but you picked the Niners somehow, buddy. So we have to give you a hard time. Yeah, I love the Niner hate too. Probably my most despised sports franchise is the Niners. It's because I live in Niner territory, especially. See a lot of Niner fans front running whenever they're decent. I know a lot of nice Niner fans too. Don't want to make it hostile to everybody. But we got to get our jokes in. Oh my God, I cannot get anything done here in the rain. Kind of funny, says B-Dub. So B-Dub, did you like the Rams until they moved, or did that not factor it into your fandom? You make fun of Windsor too. He's a Raiders fan. I think Raiders fans and A's fans, of course, are kind of tied together with the Oakland and now Vegas moves. But the franchises have been so bad for so long. It's tough to make a Raider fan or an A's fan feel bad, because if there's anything negative to say, we've already said it about ourselves. Nobody hates the team more than the fan base. So I usually enjoy hanging out with Raider fans. Yeah, you've had to witness plenty of messes. You're so numb to the hate, says Windsor. Raiders for life, says Tad in our purple chat. Well, finally I got somebody open, and may have at least got that extra star out of the way for a change. Now what else do I need to do? It's been so long. I've been on this challenge, I don't even know. Score a touchdown in 7 plays. All right. It's not like they're hating on us for winning, says Windsor. Oh, square's wide open. Just catch it, buddy. There we go. Let's see. You're 14. You like the color red, so you started liking the Niners for the color red. That's a good reason to like them. Pass for 35 on the drive. No more than 2 incomplete passes. Joey, what's up, buddy? How's your day treating you? Shark Map. I see the shark in Joey's display name. Shark Map came into the show today at noon, right? Or it's supposed to. So that should be a lot of packs for us for Packathon tomorrow or next day. Just kind of dipping the toes in the Madden water, but we'll probably ride the show through World Series, I imagine. Show's been pretty good for engagement, but want to get the team decent over here. Not that we have to stream every offline thing that we're doing, but yeah, we can work on the team and talk some Madden. Be ready for Madden season as it progresses too. Well, there's one incomplete. You like the late start today because you can watch it more for B-Dub. Yeah, it was taking the car in today, so thankfully we have extra vehicle to drive. But some of the sensors are acting up. I wonder if it's something electrical. It's the one my wife drives more often. So started late, and I'll probably jump off around 1 or something. Open up whatever packs we can get, and have some lunch before Mrs. Donnie has to go to work. Yeah, it was just throwing up like weird sensor stuff. Like it's saying like the door's open when the door's not open, and the door's very well shut. It's like, well, that's probably not something we want it to do. How do you place the sensor on the 3D printer too for Tad? Tad, I'm gonna guess the time, and then you can tell me the time. It's like 20 minutes to 11 o'clock there, right? Okay, so I was close. Because I think it's usually... I'm usually 8 hours different than like England, and you guys are, a couple hours more inland. At least I think it is. We need to score a rushing touchdown on the drive. Rush for 15 in 2 plays. Barely seeing it, says Windsor. All right, so this is called beating the clock in this one. Oh, Dolly Parton. Yeah, I've been ranting about Dolly a bit today. Nothing not negative about her. Great lady, did a lot for children's literacy and charitable causes. Great entertainer. But yeah, I just kind of got on my high horse about, people should be worried about children's literacy because we got a lot of brain rot stuff going on. And I saw it a lot with my kids' baseball this summer, volunteering and trying to get some of those kids to pay attention and line up to do fielding drills and stuff. Like, they have no attention span, and they get irritated having to wait. And the ones that would talk to me about watching shorts and watching videos are the ones that were the worst. So yeah, kids settling down and actually looking at a book and using their imagination, definitely something we should be at least a little bit focused on still as a society. Making all the the light sensors go back. Truckin should be hosting the stream today. Truckin's been a lot funnier than I've been. It's getting worse somehow. It definitely is. So I'll tell more of the story in case anybody wants to hear, and if you don't want to hear, I guess you will stop listening. But we did 2 leagues, right? And we did them almost back to back. One was through my hometown's Parks and Recs, and that one had a fee to play. So you pay your fee to the city, and they supply the field and the uniforms, and they have a pitcher day and different things. The pitchers are included. You got to get upsold on that. And then we did Junior Giants afterwards. So Junior Giants is completely free for the families, and they'll even supply gloves and things for children that don't have them, which I think is a cool thing. It's in conjunction with Major League Baseball. Of course, the Giants are their little flagship darlings out here in California, and you know they're shoving the A's out. But Junior Giants been around for a while, and it's in part because the A's are a bad franchise. You can't imagine the A's doing something like that. But the Junior Giants kids were a lot more, and you had some crossover of kids, but a lot of the Junior Giants kids were a lot more, I don't want to say like ghetto, but a lot of kids that didn't know how to behave, didn't listen well, had more of a bad attitude, had to spend a lot more time. Those of us that were helping with the teams, correcting behavior, getting people to settle down. Had a couple little brothers that constantly wanted to fight with each other instead of having a good time and play baseball and listen at times. Big distractions, people taking off with each other's equipment, stuff like that. And that's where I noticed a lot more of the kids that at least my impression was they are being raised by devices because either the parents are too busy trying to make ends meet or they just don't care to parent that much. And man, some of those kids, they're definitely on the wrong track. So I feel like with Dolly Parton's passing, it's a great time to talk about, yeah, reading's important. Yeah, it may not be as exciting to flip an actual physical page, not have, you know, lights and action and crazy sounds and all this stuff, but yeah, kids they need a little bit of everything as their little brains are developing, and we got a lot of them developing on the wrong track, and we probably won't see this until they start to go into the workforce, until they start to get on the road. We think the broccoli heads are bad that we interact with sometimes here on my streams. And, you know, every generation goes through what it goes through. I've seen some of you guys mature a lot over the years. One of the moderators knows who I'm talking about. I've seen him mature a lot in the, you know, 7-8 years that I've known him. But, you know, some of it's just coming of age, and some of it is we're kind of going down the tubes a bit. And you know, unfortunately for Dolly, you know, she passed away today at 80 years old, but she had a good message, right? She donated a lot, made a lot of money, as a songwriter, and she had a really good cause that she championed. And I don't know if anybody's necessarily going to pick up the torch in her stead that has that type of impact on things, but yeah, on a day today when we're remembering her life, yeah, she stood for a lot. She wasn't just, you know, an iconic person that, you know, people like to make jokes about and, you know, talk about how she presented herself or whatever. She was a great artist and really good person outside of just the musical realm too. Let's see. So yeah, I've seen Tight Spot. Yes, I've seen Tight Spot mature a lot in the last 5-6 years here. Jid York is picking up where she left off. Never heard Donyell say ghetto, but yeah, I don't really know how else you would describe it where people would just kind of know what you mean. But a lot of those kids, man, were just rough. Like, don't listen, don't have attention span, don't have respect for adults, stuff that you know. And I'm not big on like, oh, you have to respect an elder if an elder is telling you something wrong. But these are like volunteer coaches, so you think like the parents would be on top of it, like, yes, listen to your coach. They're trying to help you get better at baseball. You know, like these kids, they didn't have that to them. So I don't know that I necessarily want to go back through Junior Giants next year Although I enjoyed that my kids got to play more and use their equipment more and make other friends and stuff. Hey, what's up, Snacker? How's your day going? But yeah, Jed York is he's picking up here. Newer parents are brain rotted too, says Windsor. Yeah, that's true. You got some of the teenage parents that have grown up in the brain rot society. And here I am streaming on TikTok and everywhere else, but maybe maybe we have a good influence on some folks. We definitely like roasting the trolls a bit. Compared to yesterday, you left the house at 7:30 and you got back at 7:30 p.m. You missed a free sack, but I bet I did. I'm rambling too much today. Hey Spot, how is your Mutt squad looking, buddy? Ooh, we got the fumble, but we're not going to recover. Yeah, I'm pretty rough on the game right now. Definitely not going to jump into to head to head for at least another week for Madden streams. Yeah, Jade York doesn't miss a free sack. I wonder if that's what got him in trouble. Was talking about his sack being filled like Santa Claus or something to the undercover officer. He was just looking for some Rudolphs on his team. Let's see. Haven't played much Madden for a real tight spot. Windsor's gonna run that one dry. Let's do it, bud. Thought I was on offense. Impressed how locked in I was. I got a laugh out of Commanders fan too. But yeah, York deserves the smoke. I mentioned earlier, but I do feel bad for his young sons, but they do keep their kids out of the media, is what I was reading, which is good for the York family. But I could just imagine whatever prestigious private school they go to, and everybody's just giving them miles of grief today with the news about their dad. They probably took the week off school. They'll have the tutor come or something instead. But yeah, York dragging the family name, which is pretty funny to me. I gotta think his ex-wife is just cracking up too. Got divorced in May, or filed for divorce in May. Did York? From what I've read, it sounded like he initiated the divorce. It's like, this is why you divorced me? So you go to the trailer park in East Palestine, Ohio? Oh, Packers are kicking my butt, guys. This Falcon defense is getting it done. The 40 hyenas. Took my brain a second to sort that one out. That's a good one, Windsor. I don't like that the pre-snap adjustments are different this year with pushing down on the stick instead of hitting triangle. The offensive adjustments are still on triangle. I wonder if I can change that. But I'm used to hitting down on the stick. I'll show you guys what I mean here. But pre-snap, right? You have to go over here, switch line, quick adjust, pinch down, all that sort of thing. Where in previous years I could just hit triangle to get into that deal. Where is the new vault pack at? Mini seasons had a vault pack for the pipeline stuff. Beyond that, I'm not sure if there's one in the shark map or not. B-dub. Shark map should have some cool stuff in it, but I haven't been on the show. I've been here the whole time. Shark map dropped today. I don't know what else they're gonna do for this coming week of content for MLB. Somebody was saying MLB should go back to doing Shark Map on Shark Week like they used to do, which would make sense, but it's MLB the show, so what do we expect? Covering thoughts and prayers instead of Packers players. Yes, we are. Do I know where the Shark Map is? It should be the top map, the most recent map in Conquest. It was supposed to come out at noon. I mean, they could have screwed up. It's MLB the show. Maybe it's not in the game yet. Ooh, that celebration went hard. That was crazy. Flipped it up. I thought it was one of those, like last year, we had the guy celebrating and dropped the ball before crossing the plane. You got to it. Okay, good job. Glad it's actually there. I'm going to try to get through all the team builders, guys, and then open the packs, and that'll probably be good for the stream today. But we'll see. See how long I have to restart these things, because the Packers were cooking me on that one. Windsor says I would have lost it. That would have been a terrible way to fail the challenge. Don't allow 3 points on this drive. Madden seems like it's pretty nice this season to me. Of course, there's always the, what do they call it, honeymoon phase with the games when you haven't played them much, but I think it's a decent addition to Madden. I've seen some whining on social media, but that happens with every release of every game too. Like, take it with a little bit of a grain of salt. Okay, I got to get a tackle. I don't like it when it's a tackle mission because I feel like it shouldn't be blitzing in. Might force the fumble and then you don't actually pass the mission. So let me go. I'm trying to find just a cover 3 quickly, or some variant of it. I got the breakup, so they're gonna punt, and I will not get the 2 tackles. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. These can be a little bit annoying that you need to let them catch up underneath and then come in. But you don't want to give up too much yardage because then you fall in the yardage. Let's see, Johnny, John, Flaky, Cars, welcome in, guys. All right, I got the tackles. I don't know if I gave it too much yardage for the bonus stars. Oh, there's no yardage deal. Don't allow 3 on the drive, so now I got to drive them back and force a fumble or something of that nature. Let me try the double mid blitz and see if we can get home and take the ball away. But yeah, I was used to hitting this combination. You can see I'm getting into some camera shading thing, which I don't want. But I used to just get up there, spread the line, and press the defender. So now I have to get used to press right stick, and then it's line adjust with the analog stick. And by the time I do it, they're snapping the ball. Can't get the hit stick there, and I won't get it. So I'll have to repeat. Cho, welcome in. Blue Jay fan for life, welcome in. Blue Jay fan for life. Are you old enough to remember the back-to-back Blue Jay championships? I am. I remember those teams pretty well. They had a few athletics favorites that got traded over for reinforcement to Toronto back in those days. Ricky Henderson and Dave Stewart and those guys up in Toronto. O-line early is Buns as Commanders fan. I was trying to hit stick that. I think it would have counted as a second tackle and we could have got the ball away. Now I got to see if I can get there. Commanders fan, any good pack luck this year so far? Have you had any big pulls or any big daily quick sells or any of that stuff? Trade back Rogers didn't get the fumble, and I was not covering correctly. 82, you've had a 10K coin sell. That's nice. Mason, Matthew, City Boy, Dustin, welcome in, guys. Dustin, hope you're well. Always nice to see you in chat. Let's see, Vert's in the stream. Leroy, I'm not sure how to pronounce the other name. Double B, welcome in. All right, so don't allow 3 points. I got to block this field goal or have them miss somehow. Auction house seems to be really active early on. I haven't looked at any of the coin flipping guys this year, but I know they've made it harder over the years to allow you to get a lot of coins off the auction house like it used to be the move, was sitting there flipping and sniping. Noah, great to see you. Thanks for being a 18-month mod. Go Birds, finally a real team. What are you talking about, dude? Not brutally honest sports on a Tuesday. Brutally honest sports. Were you with Jed York the other night? Were you and Jed out and about in East Palestine, Ohio? I heard you were driving around with Jed there. You were Jed's wingman. Well, they're going to the up back, and we're going to force a fumble or something. York party, let's go. I'll bring the dip, says Truckin. Truckin, thank you for sending a heartbeat to us and joining the TikTok team in the TikTok chat. Now, I'll blast Rogers, but he doesn't fumble up. Out for a rip and a dip. Yep, exactly. Noah says, I didn't know that was a thing till last night. This has been the most annoying challenge. I've played this thing like 20 times now. Thought the Packer one was bad, and this one's been just as bad. All right, we'll force the fumble, but they recover, so they'll have a 55-yard try. I'm hoping they miss. Oh, they're going to send out the punt unit. Sweet. Hopefully it's not a fake. We should have one-on-one. Should we, Leland? Have you followed the stream, Leland? I don't remember ever talking to Leland before. Did I see the GTA 6 leaks? I did not. You follow? All right, Leland, I'll tell you what. I'll one-on-one you, but you got to bring in 10 friends that say, Leland sent me, and we'll do it today. Get it, 10 buddies in here, and they have to follow the stream. Leland W sent me. You make it happen, we'll make it happen with a matchup. I'm sure you're excited to play my 76 overall team right now. Don't allow a touchdown this drive is our mission. All of your friends are at school. Why aren't you at school, Leland? You know they're browsing TikTok at school. Share the stream with them, Leland. Come on. Leland's not serious. Leland's playing. Yeah. Shadow Realm sounds closer to me. You took the day off? School's been back in session for 2 days and you're already taking the day off, Leland? Oh my God. Leland, thanks for sharing the stream. Here we go. Here comes the Leland community. Leland's got 2 shares in there. I see the shares. Now we got to see the buddies come through. There's 3. There's the theory that Rockstar intentionally released leaks to build up some of the hype. Absolutely. I mean, I don't know that they did it, but completely makes sense. I'm trying to get myself up. I wasn't trying to do a fist bump jump there with the return man. All right, play next challenge. When did these challenges end? Pass for 30 on the drive. Throw a bullet pass on this play. All right, Leland's on the shares. He's trying to bring his 10 plus in here. You got till the end of these challenges, Leland, then I'm going to be scooting out. So you got some time because these challenges are kicking my butt. Yeah, I didn't realize Kenny Rogers has been gone since 2020 either. I know he's been gone for a bit, but I was looking up Kenny Rogers today after I saw about Dolly Parton's passing. I've never been to one of Kenny's restaurants, but when I typed in his name, that was the pre-fill Kenny Rogers menu. It's like, come on, man. Kenny just passed. I thought I had that throw open. but not to be. You send it to the group chat with 20 people in it. Let's go, Leland. All right, we only need half of them to come through. Good thing you sent him the DonyellFreak stream and not any images of Jed York. All right, next challenge is score a rushing touchdown this drive, get a touchdown, or get a first down in 2 plays. They don't answer their phone now. Just did the backwards hurdle with love. That's awesome, Commanders. I never pulled it off last year with Barkley. Although I can't say I was trying to pull it off, but pretty sweet that you got that animation going. Yeah, we're starting at the 40. So we can throw it down and then try to run it in, I imagine. Should be fun. Sounds like a good plan to me. This is 27. The issue is there's no 27 game category for TikTok currently. And I let them know. I'm in a Discord server that has a sports section for TikTok. Sports gaming. And yeah, they still haven't got it in there. You don't have 27? We got to get back on 26? Well, you get the 10 in here and we'll make it happen. I got 26 as well. Can't imagine playing 26 in the Big 26, though. But it is what it is. Graphics look slightly worse in 2K27 than 26 as Noah. Maybe the gameplay will be better. Probably not, but maybe. It took us long enough, but we'll get that rushing touchdown. Challenge complete. We're doing the team builders. So I think that's the first section of team builders. I don't know if those are going to give me packs or if those are going to give me tokens. Let me take a gander over there. Because I want to give you guys some pack openings in case we hit anything crazy. For the content, we got a rare option pack, S1 pack. All right, we do get a team builders pack there. So let's go into the pack queue. I got 30 of the, to be 29 of the 30 stars out of the NFC. Not sure if we want to play the other tier of them. If we get to 55, though, we'll get the 82. So, yeah, we'll play the other set as well. You don't know which packs are meta. We need some meta packs to get the viewers in here, Commanders fan. All right, let's go option packs. I think we're going to get all the option players right eventually. Oh, no, it gives us this type of option. Let's go boom or bust. We're looking for a little boom. Maybe Boomer Esiason. Oh, I don't honestly know. I think there's like 86s and 87s in the game tag currently. All right, so we get an edge rusher. He's not going to help much. I think we've had 2 busts on the Boomer Bust packs. The Hail Mary wasn't answered. Instead, we got Spencer Rattler coming through. All right, we get the picks. Took Edmonds. I can't remember who else I took. I'm going to close that pack for now, guys, because I don't want to take a duplicate. Friends are not answering. Come on, Leland. All right, we get Zion Young. Even better than getting Zion Williams out of a pack. All right, so Zion's there at run stopper. And let me go take a quick look at my team and see which other series one. So I got Pittman and Edmonds. So I'll take one of the other 2. Or the other 3, excuse me. Joey Taco. All he does is bunt. What's going on, Joey? Yeah, dude. I saw your video pop up and I realized I didn't have you in my followed. So I was like, let me leave Joey a little message here. Boy, you get some hate comments in your videos, but you know, engagement too. But how's bunting, and have you hit World Series bunting this year, Joey? Or do you like to play lower competition to get better content? Joey's TikToks are funny. He does MLB The Show, and all he does is bunt and steal bases. Causes a lot of rage. All right, let's go back to challenges. Let's get that 82 plus and hopefully hit something big. And then we'll probably call it a stream. Here we go to the AFC portion of this, and we'll work our way through. I think we need to get to 55 stars. We got 29 out of 30. I didn't play that much. I probably did a lot online over the years. I never played that much in person. Played a few at a room that my buddy used to deal at, and those were usually like buy-in tournaments. Didn't really like playing no limit or anything. I hate all the stuff that goes around with real life card playing TAD as opposed to online. Online's just so much faster, smaller rake, all that. So I probably did slow roll some people on Stars and UB and Tilt and all those places. I'm not saying the full name in case TikTok's listening, but yeah, as far as like doing it on purpose in play, no. It's probably the most toxic with like coworkers and stuff, just because we were playing for fun. Whenever they'd have like a little party over at their house. Let's see, in 2K franchise mode, 14 is possible with 9 players or 9 picks or a combo of that. Highest rating this season, 737. You're addicted to bunning. It's so funny to you, you can't help yourself. That's what gaming should be, right? It should just be, it should all be for fun. I was thinking, Joey, someday, and I'm bad about collaboration. I don't even know if you would want to collaborate with me, but someday we should either do like a dual stream or get together and collab off stream and post it to our communities where we play co-op and all I do is bunt with you. Put together a bunt squad and just play toxically against whoever we match up against. I was thinking the cross-pollination of the communities could be good for both of us. Because I'm definitely happy to play that way, especially for a game or two. I know there's like co-streaming through the TikTok live studio. I don't really know how to do it. I do know how to do it on the Purple platform, and that's where they have guest star and all those things. I think they changed the name to Stream Together. Used to be guest star. Uh-oh, Henry's a troll. Right, nobody message Henry. B-Dub, how did you let Henry slip through? Henry's got to get banned. He's not sending $5,000 to nobody. He's sending a virus to your phone. Yeah, Joey, we should definitely set it up sometime that you have time and that you'd like to do it, because that would be peak comedy. Tight Spot says he's down to play as well. You're trying. Sorry, B-Dub. I just had to roast you because I saw you chatting in chat and you didn't take out the troll. But yeah, any of those accounts that pop in and I'm paying $5,000 to whatever and I'm blessing people, I won the lotto and I'm sharing with everybody else. They're not. They're absolutely scammers. I'm surprised they don't get clapped by TikTok faster. Dang it! I ruined it for Jose. He almost got $5,000. Get a lot of hate. Probably 40% hate. 60% is hilarious. Yeah, I wouldn't look through the comments like, man, some of these people are just being nasty to Joey, just playing the game. It's not that hard to just shift bunt defense, and it's still like on your toes against the bunt only players when I matched up with them, and I bunt a lot myself. But yeah, if somebody's willing to shift into bunt defense, I'm either willing to take the risk bunting against it, or I'm looking to slap the ball past them. But I don't get hating on somebody for playing that style. Bunting is like flopping in basketball. No, bunting is taking the bat, squaring around, and just barely letting the ball hit the bat and running to the base. It's a viable method. On MLB The Show, it's probably not coded very well into the game, so it can give some glitchy animations. But there's a defense that you can employ. It takes like 2 seconds, and it shuts down like 80% of it. So people that complain and whine about it are people that are probably going to complain and whine about anything. But I wouldn't equate it to flopping. No. Oh, going to get a hug from JR. Are your messages open, JR? Might get Jed York sliding in the DMs. But yeah, the bunt cheese, like I have the little emoji for it. Some people definitely consider it like toxic gameplay, particularly if you're only bunting as opposed to trying to hit the ball with the PCI. DMs are wide open. All right, it was a field goal this drive. We can get in a little closer. I don't need to be trying to hit a 50-yarder with this starter kicker that I have. I'm trying to think of what it would. It'd be more like you know how some people hate SGA Tad because he's inclined to drawing a lot of free throws, and maybe he exaggerates. I know you're saying flopping, but it's not that way. It's just maybe playing the game in a fashion that people don't consider it to be honorable, but it's not trying to trick the referee or something. Like some players play into contact because they're good free throw shooters and they want to live at the line. I think that's probably an okay analogy. If anybody has a better basketball, baseball, bunting analogy for my buddy in Lithuania, I'm definitely open to hearing it, because it's kind of unique to baseball how the bunt works. Oh, Mike is back. Mike, how's work? Are you enjoying your coworkers and the new job so far? Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, Nightbot probably did a better job than I did. Win the game, pass for 30 in 3 plays. No, work may have ended. Mike might have quit. That's okay, Mike. If it wasn't for you, it wasn't for you. I was excited for you though to get started because I thought maybe you'd have fun. You know, just being in your first job and all that. All right, we need to win the game, pass for 30 in 3 plays. Too epic to be true. Coworkers were cool. It wasn't for Mike. Hey, why waste your time down there if it's not worth it? Got yourself the MacBook. Yeah, how's the MacBook going, Mike? You've upgraded your electronics significantly here the last, what, 6 months to a year? New PC, new MacBook? You're ready to go, man. All right, we got bad throws. That receiver looked very open to me. Got how much yardage we need, but I know it's so many yards in so many places. There we go, 30 and 3. We did hit that one, and it says to win the game. I think it's the only other requirement, though. To the clock. 16 inches, newest MacBook, terabyte of storage. It'll probably last you half a decade. That's going to be wonderful for college, Mike. I thought I was in good shape. Dolphins are clamping me up down here. I'll turn off the chew clock and run this play, and we'll take a timeout if we need to. But that clock ticked off quick. Oh, there we go. That should be good. Obviously, most of your stuff is still going to be done on PC because it's just more powerful. Laptops are going to be very helpful for stuff on the road, including gaming. Yes. Yours lasted 4 years so far. You had to replace the SSD and one of the RAM sticks as well. At the Wi-Fi board and the keyboard. Are you rough on your equipment, Tad, or you just had bad luck with it? I feel like Tad's like slamming the MacBook down. I'm done with DonyellFreak for the day. And boom, goes the MacBook. Getting the iPhone next month. Well, that'll be nice for the integration. I know there's pros and cons to Apple, but their stuff usually plays really well together, right? So MacBook to the iPhone and back and forth, vice versa. That's going to be nice. Gonna keep the Android for gaming and stuff. All right, one play, and we're gonna take them down. Ball's on the ground, and that's the winner for us. Hey, what's up, Steph? We're playing some mud. You think they made it powerful without good cooling? Yeah, that's a big problem. Um, Rush for 25 yards this drive. Rush for 15 in 2 plays. But yeah, little mutt day. Definitely quieter on the follower front stuff, but I remember in years gone by, I would like cold turkey off of the show into Madden and vice versa when we got to springtime. And that seemed to really slow things down for like a month. So I'm just trying to mix in a Madden stream here and there. Like maybe next week we get in a couple Madden streams and get some football viewers in. I tried doing the follows for packs at the start of the stream, and it was pretty quiet on that front. But we'll find our meta on Madden as well. But for those of you that like MLB, I plan to play a lot more MLB over the next couple months at least. I don't usually play MLB beyond World Series though. Let's see. So Tab was thinking about a mini workstation if you study abroad later, mini PC with a monitor. Windows laptops are terribly optimized. Says Mike plays games. How you see it, Mac is good for laptop. Intel and Windows are good for PCs. Okay, we need one more rushing yard for this challenge. We're doing the team builder challenges. We've done quite a few challenges today. I'm hoping like next week my team is high enough overall to start playing some seasons. Because I know seasons are a lot more fun, you know. Or at weekend, whatever it's called, weekend classic, all those things are more fun. Champs, I think is the name now, than just playing against the CPU. Pass for 40 on this drive, complete 2 bullet passes in 4 plays. Almost done with all the challenges for commanders. Good luck on your packs, buddy. I hope you pull something that you get to enjoy. Yes, exactly. EMC. Rest in peace to Dolly Parton. Tremendous lady. We've talked about her quite a bit throughout the day. Anybody that wants to give us your favorite Dolly song, I'd love to hear it. My personal one would be "Islands in the Stream" with Kenny Rogers. Hoping for the 85 JCM for Commanders fan. Yeah, that's not a good start. Planking off the hands. Was there any... Oh, I need 2 bullet passes in 4 plays, so it's still in play, but gotta do it here. You are sent me your love. He wants to one-on-one. What, Jasper? Can't type. You have to follow Jasper. He needs 10 followers for us to one-on-one. I think I know what you're talking about now. All right, Jasper's in on the follow. Let's go, Jasper. Who's your favorite NFL team? Jasper's at school, I think. We're gonna go to the playground. I'm gonna dunk on him solo. Oh, can't afford a trip to California on your high school budget? Well, too bad. That means I won 21 zip. But Jasper's in. We're glad to have Jasper here. Jasper's the real one for coming through for his friend. Yeah, Leland. I think Leland's your buddy, right? Leland's the one that was sharing the stream a while ago. All right, we're knocking out the challenges. We'll open the packs, and then we'll go have a late lunch, and I will see you guys tomorrow with Leo DeVries and Jesus Made. Let's see, but we still got some Madden for now. Don't allow a touchdown this drive. Get a tackle in 2 plays. Mike says, I almost bought the 17, then you realize, wait, the 18 is literally coming out next month. Is iPhone dropping a phone every 6 months, or is it once a year? I feel like they're on a pretty fast release pace. Or maybe it's the iPhone and then it's like the iPhone Pro. It's every fall. Is that what it is, Solo? Yeah, I feel like I cannot keep up with it. I'm not a need the newest phone type of guy. As long as my phone is still functioning, I'm fine. I just went and upgraded my battery because my battery was getting kind of wonky on my iPhone 14, which I've had for I think about 2 years. Although I use my phone a lot for work, and then I play Pokemon Go, which is probably a battery burner too. September is usually when it usually drops the Pro version. You're not either. Just slowly moving off Android because Church's software is all Apple. And I didn't mean it as a criticism either, Mike, if it came off that way. But yeah, you're smart to just wait if you're going to get the latest phone, or if it's coming with the package or whatever. Yeah, why not? Why not wait a month and get the actual new release instead of being back a year? Meaning to ask, do you upload through my phone to get the auto subtitle? No, I do my edits in CapCut mostly, Tad. This last probably last 3 weeks, what I've been doing is I've been making my short form in CapCut, and then I've been putting it into Buffer, and Buffer sending it to Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube all simultaneously. And then I made a separate Buffer account for Threads, Blue Sky, and X, which used to be Twitter, because I'm pretty much MIA on those platforms. I'm doing like a question of the day post there, but it's nice that it just posted out automatically. I don't have to go in and load everything. Advantage of uploading directly to TikTok though is you can put your background music if you want through their music options, and you can ping a location, but I don't think that gets a lot more viewers. So I haven't been messing with that. But yeah, Buffer works really well to hit multiple platforms at once. It used to be that Buffer allowed you to schedule to one platform only. So I had it just for Instagram posts because Instagram didn't have a good scheduling method. But now they let you do 3 on the free plan. So 2 Buffer accounts. That takes me to 6 posts, and it's been good. I don't know if you need the published version of it, but there's their link if you don't have it. So that's been good, especially like with you making the short form video. Why not take a shot at all the algorithms if you like? Leland, you got 1 out of 10, Leland. Your buddy came through. Jasper came through like a champ. You still need 9 more though, Leland. We got to get 9 before we end the challenges. That's your mission if you choose to accept it. Em, welcome back, Em. He says Madden's back and so am I. What you been doing, Em? Well, I'm getting gashed here. I sound like somebody Jed York would try to contact. I didn't mean the phrasing to sound that bad, but yeah, they ran through for the touchdown. Team still needs some upgrades. That's why we're doing the challenges here. Hey, Jasper came through. Maybe Jasper can hit the group DM and get the other buddies in here. Yeah, Jasper's a real one though. Jasper's your best friend. Like says, I'll probably get a terabyte on your phone too, because you're going to be handling a lot more video side for the church. Maybe even get the 2 terabyte. Yeah, the phones fill up quick, dude. And then they always try to get you to buy iCloud service and stuff. Playing Madden is actually pretty good this year. Offensively, it's definitely gotten tougher, says him. Jasper's at the fair. Jasper, what you gonna get for a snack at the fair, dude? You getting a corn dog? You getting the big cinnamon roll? What's the flagship snack at your local fair? Mike says his Android has lasted him with 256 gigabytes. Honestly, you want this phone to last a while. Having more storage helps it operate better. Ooh, nice pull, Commanders. I'm trying to get these hit sticks and just get over with this. We can force a fumble, but Jacoby Brissett's dotting me up. I knocked it free and recovered. All right, sweet. Can't be that many challenges left. All right, next challenge. 30 in 5 plays. Perform a hurdle in 3 plays. Yes, exactly. You can go in and schedule it and customize for each platform tab. So if you wanted to use a different hashtag set for, different discoverability, you can do it that way. If you want to space them out by 10 minutes, you can do it that way. But yes, it'll push them all at once, which is what I've been doing it in that style. But yeah, Buffer's great for a free platform. They really deserve people to spend on their premium platform, but I try to keep my costs down as a creator. It's like, well, grinded out 3 subs today, and then yeah, pour it right back into content creation. Have to show us on the gram. Yes, do it. Thanks for sharing. Definitely make use of it. Yeah, you just log into each account, you authorize it. I don't think I've had to reauthorize since getting started with them at all, and I've been hooked to them for Instagram for probably a couple of years at least. Had oh, I forgot what I was doing. All right, I needed 30 yards, and I needed to get the hurdle. I didn't get the hurdle, so let me try that again. Taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right, there's our hurdle. Now we need to get 30 in 5 plays. Go Warriors. Yes, Connor, man. What do you think about the signing they had the other day? I don't even know anything about that guard, to be honest with you. I think he was on the Mavericks. Sounds like he's a good penetrate to the rim type of guard, and he's kind of rough defensively. So I'm not sure that he'll be great for us, but we needed some depth, considering Steph usually sits on the back end of the back-to-backs these days. Douglas, or excuse me, Rodriguez Jr. looks open over there at square. Can I get to him quickly enough? I can't. Think he's going to be okay for us. I thought LJ Cryer was pretty good last year. I'd like to see Cryer get a shot to make the roster. Jacob, we got to grind the packs, dude. Open them earlier. Where were you at, Jacob? Clay and LeBron. Well, they're going to be on different teams. Clay's out to Miami. Clay's kind of taking a heel turn for me as a fan. Used to love Clay. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go ring chase with LeBron or something. But yeah, he'll be with Giannis and Bam, and uh, probably driving his boat around out in the Miami harbor, since he doesn't need to give Megan any more rides. Megan moved on. See, probably going to get the AirPods 4 with noise cancellation. Not trying to worry about tech for a couple years for Mike plays games. Mike's locking in here. Right. A-Rod slipped on that one, so we'll take him back for the sack. We're running through the remainder of our solo challenges here. We got User coming through. How are you, User? I'm excited for Yaxel, Connor, man. Hopefully he doesn't get into the doghouse too much with Coach Kerr, because I like to see him out there. Hopefully giving this team a little bit of a jolt. They nicknamed you Money Mike at church. You got to live up to the name. Hey, the church wants you to do all the work. They can get you the equipment you need to do it. At least I hope they help you out a little bit. What would your pastor say about Jed York's adventure? Most churches are usually pretty forgiving and try to get people to go on the right track. But, some churches are a little more judgmental too. Challenge failed again. Boy, I'm having a hard time with some of these. Your media director is taking you to Universal for the first time. Mike is dialed in here on your birthday. Birthday's in September, right, Mike? Or did I misremember? Oh my God, I am getting destroyed on some of these challenges. Giving Leland more time to get his friends in here. 21st, okay. Almost birthday boy Mike. That's coming in unevaded, and I think they got me for roughing the quarterback. So let me restart this thing again. God, this challenge is annoying. So are you guys used to the quick defense menu yet? Because I'm not. I miss it being at triangle. I'm probably going to complain about it for a couple months until I get accustomed to it, and the next year they'll probably flop it back. But I guess I need to hit down on the stick and then spread the line, and then I need to figure out how to quickly get everybody into press coverage to make this double ug blitz work a little better. Trying to get the muscle memory down. It's not going to change, so I'm going to have to change and get better at it. There's the press. So it's hold L2 and pinch down. Finally, we'll pass this one. But yeah, spreading the line, pressing the defense usually helps that double mug against the CPU. I'm just slow to it. Does anybody in chat, any of the 3 chats, do you guys use the PlayStation Remote Play? I've heard it's pretty bad. Maybe I should try it on my phone. I want to be able to grind the Madden challenges without always having to be here in this room. With the show having the crossplay to the Nintendo Switch, that's been nice. Then again, I just changed out my battery on my phone. We were just talking about it. I don't want to completely destroy my battery doing it. Was tempted to get the $200 console thing. It seems useless, says Mike. You've used Remote Play when there weren't enough controllers. What would you rate on a 1 to 10 tab? Right, score a passing touchdown in 6 plays. Get a first down in 2 plays. This usually goes pretty well in this verticals, depending on if the line holds up a bit. You can wait for somebody to uncover. So there's our first down. Now we just need to pass it in. A 10 for the memes, probably a 4 for playability. I wonder if it would get me through these offline things so I can get more packs and make the team better quicker. Or if it's just going to be too cumbersome, and the input lag was crazy. That's scary. I mean, not that scary. It's not brain surgery, but you know what I mean. Maybe better on the PS5. I got that first down, but we need the touchdown here. I think I got 2 plays, maybe 1 left. Try to get it. Oh boy. I couldn't even throw that away. I was trying to. I guess I'm still in it, right? Touchdown in 6 plays. Got to be a passing touchdown. Let me just try to streak Pittman and see if him or JSN gets open. JSN was kind of close to the safety. All right, back to the drawing board. The amount of challenge fails much higher than I like. I just called the wrong play spamming buttons, but maybe this play's better. We'll find out. We'll play action shot here. Not that way. Let's see, you need to get off T-Mobile website before you keep convincing yourself to buy things for Mike Plays Games. I'm trying to fight back for that one. So, to the drawing board. After we finish these, we'll open up our packs and we'll get the raid out. I have to be towards the end of these challenges, but I'm just going next challenge. I'm not sure how far along we are. where Mike doesn't play games. College football starts Saturday. That's right. Who's winning the Natty? USC versus San Jose State. The Trojans are probably going to be victorious over the Spartans, if I had to guess. Kind of back shoulder, that didn't work out for me. Commanders fan, he's winning the Natty this year. Those of you that are playing college football 27, are you enjoying it so far? My friend Dark Spectate was saying he's having a good time with it throughout this year. So, you know, so far so good for him. Of course, when we go to Penn State, they're doing the whiteouts. This challenge is ticking me off, guys, but I think I still need to get this one home so I can get that 82 plus pack, and I need it for my lineup for sure. So we'll try again. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over. We're doing that right now. Oh, Chowderhead's here. Chowder, how's your squad, buddy? I'm like 79, Chowder. Chowderhead's already winning Super Bowls and stuff. I'm still here at the starting gate to take a race metaphor. Back to work at the new job. How's the new job so far? So good. All right, finally we'll pass this one. I'm hoping I don't have a lot more challenges left. You feel so refreshed and valued already, just in service days, but you're feeling valued and appreciated. That's awesome to hear. You have high hopes. USC is going to have another Heisman winner this year. Well, that was the last challenge, thankfully. All right, so we got a lot of challenges done. We opened a lot of packs. Let me open the remaining packs and get us lined up to raid here momentarily. See who's on. Squad's looking good. 83 overall, and you're sitting on 1,000,005. Dude, you're locked in. All right, so I got 29 out of 30 on both, and that got us all that we needed for this one. Let's see what we get. 4 packs. We'll save the 82 plus for the end. First is a token. 25 pats. Theme team. Need a second team to roll with. Massive pack opening here. I had like 20 to start, Mike. I was trying to do the MLB meta, but TikTok didn't go for it so much. We'll get Volson, and Volson looks like an upgrade at right guard for me, so pack and play here for Cordell. We'll go preseason and then the other one, whatever it's called, team builder. Akeem Davis Gaither is an upgrade over Keekly, so he's my new middle linebacker. And who else did we get? We get a new left tackle. That's a big upgrade. 73 up to 82 for Tyler Guyton. He's your MLB or your middle linebacker too. Yeah, I got to get on the grind, and I've been doing a little bit offline, but not a lot. So today was the day for Madden, and I got some season tokens. Hopefully, can get the team up 82, 83 in the next couple of days, and then start for some season play and an online play for you guys, because I know the challenges are not as exciting to watch. Remember when you first got into football, you called linebackers MLBers too, all about the Evos. I don't even know how the Evos work. Do they work like the season one where I go and put in the upgrade token into points, Chowderhead, or are they different in how they function? Because I feel like it's more cumbersome this year, like with this Cam Chancellor card. I don't know if I can power him up from here, but I have to go to the market, get the token, and then the token like converts to points that I put in. Recommend picking the Seahawks because that's my favorite team. You spend the tokens on low overall cards. Okay, so can any card be evoed then? I'm pretty out of the loop on how it's working this year. So like, okay, I have Sundell at left guard. Let me go to Sundell's base card before we sign off here so I can learn. Um, oh, Evo Hub. Okay, Evo Hub is where it's at. Choose an Evo, browse the available evolutions, and select one that fits your playstyle. Select the player, pick the best player for your chosen Evo, or use the system suggestion to help you decide. And then it says apply the skill points along the upgrade path to unlock new abilities and maximize your player's potential. So, okay, so they're a little bit different card art then, right? For the evolution cards. All right, so it looks like I have 19 Evos available. Looks like I could use like one on Barner if I wanted to. So I'll probably take my time and do this offline. But it's nice talking to you live, like Chowderhead here, and learning before I make mistakes with it. Um, so we recommend going to the Seahawks auction house, find a new card you want to elevate to 82, 83, and you can re-roll them until they get their stats are good. So that's going to create more lineup variation then, right? Because your evolution might be different than mine. Um, Seems like it's been pretty popular this year, so I'll get used to it as we move along. So a lot of lineup variations. I did the daily free ones. I still have my 4,600 points. People are saying these preseason bundles aren't too good, so I'll probably wait till like week 1 and see whatever the first program is to spend points on. Should I buy the kickoff fantasy pack? I've heard those lateral packs are decent, but I don't even know those are available anymore. So yes or no? Yes or no on kickoff fantasy pack coins for fantasy pack? I have 200,000 coins or save my coins. No on these. Okay, I usually am a sucker for the season specials. Let's raid to Southern California on this one, and we'll see what happens on on the raid. You guys can tell me if it's a win stream or not as we go out here to a stream that we don't usually raid. Oh, here we go. Absolutely slam chest and getting the gains today for Cam. Cam, I'm glad we got to check in with you at the gym. All right, here we go on the raid, and we'll catch you guys on tomorrow's stream. Gonna jump off and eat, and we'll debut Jesus Made and Leo DeVries tomorrow. New left side of the infield for MLB The Show.